And so here we're going to kind of talk a little bit more specifically about what's happening sleep-wise. It sounds like, you know, based on these reports, you're going to bed 10:30, generally taking half hour, 45 minutes to fall asleep. It sounds like sometimes that's more extended.
Yeah. Always extended. I go to sleep. The lights are out about 10 to 10:30. And then that 45 minutes to an hour just to get to sleep.
And is that pretty consistent, that 45 minutes to an hour? Oh, okay. And then the other thing that's pretty consistent is that 3 a.m. wake-up time. How often is that happening, say, in a week or the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
At least 3 times, probably about 3 times a week.
Around half.
Yeah.
And then, what time do you wake up in the morning?
Typically I gotta be up by 6:30, 7 o'clock.
And is that the same on weekends?
No.
Okay, what happens on the weekends?
Usually kind of wake up about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
So about the same?
Yeah, about the same.
Okay.
But it's only because my body just wakes up around, yeah.
Oh, I see. So during the week,
I have
the alarm wakes you up, or you have to be
I
up.
have to be up.
But even without the alarm or without those demands, you're pretty much up at 6:30 or 7, pretty consistently.
Pretty consistency.
Well, that's good. Okay. So if we say 10:30 to 6:30, we go 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. That's 8 hours in bed, and you're saying you're getting about 5 hours of sleep? Max. Okay.
Most days a week, most days. At least 3 to 4 days I'm getting about 5 hours.
About 5 hours. And some of the time in the middle of the night when you wake up, you're getting up and working on the computer or doing something?
Yeah, that's the 5 hours. That's when I get the 5 hours of sleep. I'll actually get out of bed.
So you wake up at 3, stay there for some time, kind of go, oh, this is hopeless, get up, work on the computer, do something. And what happens on those other nights then?
I can go back to sleep, but it takes me, I get up and I usually use the restroom. Using the restroom doesn't wake me up, but I'll get up and I'll use the restroom, and I'll go back and get warm, and then I can go back to sleep. Probably in about 45 minutes.
And so it's pretty consistent that you're not falling asleep quickly. Pretty consistent that you're waking up most nights. And this 5/8 is what we call the sleep efficiency. 5 hours sleep on average, 8 hours in bed. You know, that's, if my math is right, 62%. And our target is to get you up about 85%.
That'd be great.
And the mornings when you're getting up, we would take that time out of the time in bed. So your sleep efficiency might be better than what this reflects, because that time that you're getting out of bed, we wouldn't count that as time in bed. Okay? So, but still, you're spending a fair amount of time in bed awake. And that's one of the things that we know really is a part of poor sleep, but it also is a cause of poor sleep. So that's something that we're going to target a little bit as we get along. Alrighty, so and then just going over this rating scale, it looks like you've had bad dreams pretty frequently, about once a week or so?
Yes.
What's happening with those?
Just dreams that feel like I have no control. There'll be dreams about water or some river falling in, these kind of dreams.
How long have you had those?
I've had them for several years. I did a dream journal, and I learned that in my early childhood there was an accident in the water, and I figured maybe just... So
some of that control kind of stuff is perhaps related to that.
The dream started to be more vivid and more frequent when I started doing the emergency room nursing.
So you started seeing a lot of people out of control.
And now they seem to be tapering off now that I'm real comfortable in the emergency room. When I was doing my training in there in my first year in the emergency room, I was having more dreams that were vivid, even that went into nightmares.
That's pretty incredible work.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff, and it's fast.
And then you said that you've had trouble sleeping for another reason.
For another reason?
Yeah, you just said other reasons, and you check 3 or more times a week. It's pretty frequent.
Oh, for other reasons. Let's see. Noise. Noise is a big factor.
Okay.
I wear, I think it's 33 decibel ear plugs. And still, I'm such a light sleeper.
Yeah.
And sometimes my husband snores, so I'm pushing him over, and
just about any noise, though,
anything.
is really the big, okay.
And it'll startle me. It'll wake me up pretty quick. I'll get startled.
And you're taking medicine pretty consistently right now. And it sounds like you've limited some of your behaviors during the day because you were tired and because you're poor sleeping. And some of that, it sounds like it looks like just kind of enthusiasm. It's hard to get excited or up about things. Yeah.